Sawmill's running real good. I think we've had enough sun so that battery's staying charged just from that little solar panel up there. So what I ended up doing was I found some black locust over there, and I cut 5'3" or so, two chunks of it. So yeah, I'm just thinking of I got some threaded rod, some probably 3/4 inch threaded rod. So I'll just run that through with some washers, and then I'll be able to hinge it back and forth. Alright, it's starting to get a little dark, but here's kind of what I'm thinking. So, my piece that goes over to the sawmill will go right into that slot. And this will be all squared out. And then I'll kind of 45 from the bottom to this line back here. Like I said, so I can hinge it back and it stays back. So I'm going to cut that out real quick. And you can tell I'm starting to lose my sunlight, so god dang, winter, man. I love winter, but we don't get enough daylight. It's only 3:20. Alright, got that side done. I gotta go get some threaded rod and just drill a hole in here, and we should be done with this side. I actually found some lag bolts that I'm going to use. They're a little long, but I'll put the long side on the inside and cut them off if I need to. But that's what I'm thinking right there. My dog's over there eating ice because he doesn't want to go in his kennel. He's afraid I'm going to leave him in his kennel, even though he has a whole bowl of water in there. It's so funny. Super tight right now, but this should go like that. This is super heavy. Like I said, it's black locust, heavy, dense wood. So there's no way the wind can push this over that way. Yeah, it turned out real nice. Then when I need to use it, I'll just bring it back. Bam. And I already made sure that it's level over to the bunks. So that's all good to go. Now we'll copy and paste for the next one. So that tension on there will hopefully prevent this nut from backing out. But if it backs out, I'll go ahead and throw a lock washer on there. We'll get some nylon nuts. Oh yeah, I love it. Keep my logs off the ground. I don't have to use my tractor to load them up on the sawmill. Perfect. And these will just rest like that. Alright, sun's going down. I'm getting hungry, and I think we're going to call it a day. So we'll finish it up tomorrow. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Woo! made it. I don't think there's any blood, so we're good. Okay, so that's the basic structure of it. Now it's just a matter of securing the timbers, and I might go see what I have in my boneyard and just maybe drill half-inch rebar or whatever, just drill down and secure them that way. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Let me go get some stuff, see what I can come up with, and then I'll bring you back. Alright, so I'm back, and I was able to find some rebar, just half-inch stuff, but I think, you know, it's 15 inches long. If I get it that far down there, that'll definitely help. And then on the outside, I might do some gussets, either plywood or some metal. I do have some 1/4 inch metal over there. I think that's a little overkill, but I'll see what else I might have. So I'm not sure where these, I usually like to use torque heads, but I got a bunch of these 3.5 inch square heads. I can't remember where they came from. Anytime I take screws out of anything I'm dismantling or demoing, I save them if they're salvageable, and these are all salvageable. So square heads it is. It's actually a pretty good spade bit, so I'll get it in there quite a ways. To help me out here, I did kind of grind these to a point. I just had one piece up there, so I cut them. I think it was like 61 inches, so I cut them all about 15 inches. So I think I just nicked a knot in the timber up top, which is cedar, isn't as hard, but I must be hitting a knot in the railroad tie. Sometimes railroad ties are just super hard, and other times they take a spike pretty good. So all right. All four of them are in place, and this feels pretty secure. I don't think I'm going to worry about the gussets. I'm going to play or use it as is for a little while and just see how it takes the logs. I don't plan on hitting it with the tractor, but you never do. I got plenty of room in there for the forks, and if I use the bucket and the claw, I just come over and kind of gently drop them on here. But now I'm just thinking probably should put like a 45 right there. And I do have these cut off railroad ties. that's definitely beefed it up. You know, I could have got fancy and notched this all out and like timber frame style, but all this is going to do is push down on this and push into that. So I'll go ahead and get some bigger lag bolts if I got them. Those are only 3.5 inch screws, so I'd like to get a little bit more in there. And yeah, I'll be saving those. Alright. Well, good morning everybody. Got the log deck all done, built, secured with some 15-inch rebar going at the top here and down into the railroad ties. Hinges work perfectly. Now all I'm doing is treating it with my homemade concoction, just my used motor oil and diesel. Mainly get these timbers. I mean, I'm not going to worry about treating the railroad ties. They're already treated with creosote. So yeah, I'm just going to wrap this up. Then I'll do a quick cleanup. A lot of this is just firewood. One thing I was thinking too, the log deck can serve as a work table when you don't have logs on it. So I got to build a few more of those raised garden beds for my wife, and I'll just use this instead of that old rickety picnic table. I'll lay some 4x4s across here, and that'll be my work table. So dual purpose. So yeah, I'll just put you on time lapse and. Okay everybody, log deck is completely done, sealed up, and ready to be used. I'll just kind of walk you around here. So what I did is I put 4 railroad ties into the ground, spaced out for my application. Your mileage may vary. And then I found I had 2 extra 6x6s kind of laying around, some rough ones, but for a log deck they'll be just fine. And I just put them across there. Now on the back side I let it hang over about 2.5-3 feet, and that's where I will. So I'll bring the tractor, see all my tire prints, right up here, and either my forks or my bucket or whatever, and place the logs. Now when I need to actually mill up a log, these hinge pieces will be down like this. I'll roll the log in place onto the sawmill bunks, and then I'll simply lift these up out of the way like so, and be able to run my sawmill down at ease. Plenty of elbow room, no issues there. So very pleased how that turned out. And again, I just kind of took my time and designed it as I went. You know, measuring here, measuring there, getting a feel for it, so on and so forth. Like I said, I think I can get probably at least 5 logs. It just depends on the size of logs to fit on here. I don't plan on stacking them on top of each other, so you know, 5 logs side by side, I got plenty of room for that many, maybe even 7 or 8. So yeah, that buttons up this project. Like I said earlier too, I can use it as a work table, workstation when I want to build stuff like this. Get rid of that rickety old table. So yeah, I really hope this, again, like I always say in all my videos, I do what I do just because I really enjoy it. I like creating and building and all that kind of stuff. You know, and you know, there's a lot of people I care about, and I just see them wasting away a lot of potential. And you know who you are. You know, I really just want to encourage you to get up and do things, get up moving, you know, Get out from behind the keyboard. Get out from behind the TV. Whatever you're constantly watching or scrolling through, of all ages. I also post workout videos. I think that's very important. If you're an average male and you can't do one pull-up, come on now, that's a wake up. Get out and do stuff. Shoot, I know some males that can't even do a push-up. So I can't imagine what that does to their psyche. That just leads to a weak mind. So get strong and stay strong. I always say that. Reject all this modernity and embrace strength. You'll feel like a totally different person if you do. Sense of purpose, sense of accomplishment, all that stuff. So again, I'm not trying to get rich on YouTube. I know I'm not going to. And I know attention spans aren't what they used to. I know people are watching and scanning and all that kind of stuff. Few of us out there that do appreciate the process. You know who you are. I know who you are. But the rest of you, if you can learn to appreciate the process, you'll have a totally different outlook on life. All that skimming through or scanning through 5-second clips here. What does that do for you except give you that little bit of shot of dopamine? You're addicted. That's addiction. Break the addiction. Don't let big tech, big pharma, big food, none of that control your life. Take control of your own life. Take control of your own health. And take control of your own mind. This is Jason, signing out.